Let's do it. Cowboys and Young Panthers on show. And we'll run you through some of the backstories of these Young Panthers as well through the course of the night. Started like a house on fire against the Young Bulldogs last week. They got 28 points on the board, 28 unanswered points. See what they do here. Dearden, right side, Drinkwater, out it goes. Easy work for Braden Burns.
Look at all these passes. Marnie doing his bit early. Just a little cutout ball there from Drinkwater, and the space was there. That's a nice try, nice set piece from the Cowboys, and they'll be happy with their start to the game. Panthers not so, but there's the try confirmed. That's a nice piece of passing here. Most of the power, Tom Dearden's done well there to scoop that one up, but Drinkwater, he's got great eyes and great vision. He sees the space on the outside, and that's where the ball is directed. And we see our first try inside 4 minutes.
And then the Charity Shield to brush home tomorrow night in Wollongong.
We're down the gong tomorrow, Rossi. Looking forward to that.
I'll be as far away from you as I can be in Newcastle. So spending Valentine's Day with Brandy as Dearden just cuts them up. And Edgar, try-saving tackle. That's a perler. Burns looking for a second try. Young Panthers, I'll stop short of saying deer in the headlights at the moment, but
well, Tommy did.
They're in shock.
He does that in first grade, doesn't he?
That's it.
Weekly. What a play from Tommy there.
It must feel like a blur at the moment if the Cowboys score again. Kick from Clifford, they're running through. Edgar overran it. And as a result, Purdue gets a little presentation try.
He's up and away, and they reform quickly here. Good shift to the left-hand side. Dearden involved again. Drinkwater, they're big, and the grubber through. Little error there. We saw a great tackle from Edgar yesterday, just before in the previous tackle, but he couldn't get across there and swoop on this. And Purdue gets the spoil. So good start for the Cowboys. The Panthers, well, they got to tidy their game up a little bit.
Talk about from diamonds to rocks for poor old Jackson Edgar. The tackle is as good as you'd see. Yeah. So the Scotty Drinkwater, that was a personal best last year of points. And he gets his first of the season right there. A 10-0 scoreline. Drinkwater bounced away from Skips. Back on the left side, Clifford. And last it is for the Cowboys. Marty quickly to dummy half. Short side play, that's brilliant. That's brilliant from Marty.
His vision out of dummy half. Got some good options there, you know, with Dearden and Drinkwater on this left side. It's normally Drinkwater, you know, throwing that type of pass, but he gets in there and just sizes it up.
Cowboys fans curling the mo, watching that. I mean, that's a lovely replay to say. He said, Purdue, out of here. I've got this, and then the ball play.
Well, that's what he brings to a football team, Bossy. We didn't see it, a lot of it last year, you know, with the Bulldogs.
A point a minute. Now tonight we're not quite 13 minutes gone and 14 on the board. I mean, you can only play what's in front of you.
Yeah, that's right. Their execution has been really good as well. That's the thing. They're very committed to what they're doing.
Well, they haven't dropped the ball for a start. Like that's first goal. 8 from 8 completion rate with a few set restarts thrown in there.
Yeah, and a penalty or two, which always helps. But it has been impressive.
16-0 scoreline. And two, the Cowboys, there's bigger squads in matches. I know Parramatta have picked, I think, 28 for Sunday night against Cronulla at Henson Park, but the Cowboys have come with 24 for tonight's game.
Yeah, I would imagine these guys would probably play between 40 and 60 minutes, and then once the job's done, go home and pack their bags for Vegas.
Away again, Hess over the 20-metre line.
Bush.
I mean, tell me you're not excited. Every time he touches the ball, Hillam Lukey, you're saying, wow, he is so back. He is so ready. Just needs a bit of luck. Oh, another set restart. They went over the top a little bit there. The tackle on Sam McIntyre. So a lot going the Cowboys' way. Purdue! Right through the centre, knocked down by the Panthers. Clark loses it. Play on Cowboys. Fingertips. Barnes will get a second.
the young guns of the Cowboys at play. Look at this speed, acceleration there from Purdue. A bit unfortunate here for the Panthers. The ball back the Cowboys, and Burns, a nice fend, and over he goes for his second. Look at the skill here of Jackson Purdue going across field, and there's the speed. 4 or 5 Cowboys players in the picture. They're keen tonight.
Can't
put some points on the board. No.
Cannot put a foot wrong, the Cowboys.
No.
These two, the Cowboys are Knights, very capable. And Drinkwater successful. So, 4 tries now.
They're not going to make double figures.
Well, they are, just 11.
11
games of first grade experience. There you go, right there. 422 tries to 1. Straight from the scrum, there's another one. Clifford. Might use that myself.
Yeah, look at Drinkwater just sneaking over there because...
Oh, yeah.
They didn't have a winger, did they? Because they're all fanned out. I don't think that's a trick shot. I think that's just...
Wow.
Smart.
A smart play.
Enthusiastic rugby league.
Yeah.
Particularly from Clifford there.
But Marnie's thrown the pass. Marnie's broken there at lock in the scrum.
As far as the mine goes as well. Be really good for him. He's playing well.
And there is Drinkwater. That's good. Now the ball across Falls, holding it up. Build up is good. Offload there from Fanua. And then Murphy, Nick Murphy.
After the pass, Zach lifts the player up, puts him in a dangerous position. There's a high risk of injury. You're on the port and you're in the bin.
And in the bin.
Be a penalty up here.
So a dangerous tackle, an upending tackle from Zach Labert. Being strong, Murray Taulunga. He's been looking for work. He just found himself out on left wing. He's had 7 runs of the ball. There's Lodge. Now for Marnie. On for Drinkwater. Dearden, Lukey. Good tackle. Nice tackle. Able to pull him up there. He's done some good things, John Fanua. And there he is again, a double up in defence. Wearing the 4 for Penrith. Dearden. Now stretching. Clifford went short. And again, the Penrith defence solid. Not falling off their tackles. First contact good. Falls was there. Last tackle, Clifford the poke. Ricochet, ball back, Lux of Fortune. Clifford goes over. As a double in the first half, and they're into the 30s. The Cowboys. I don't think the video will find anything wrong with this.
Look, but again, Marnie with that up the short side play. He likes playing short sides, whether it's a passer or he knows his teammate's going to put a little grubber through.
You just want to see if there's any accidental. No, it goes clean. There it is.
That'll be a try.
Clifford.
Second of the night, Clifford, in that same corner as well.
Another 15 metres made. Marnie on the front foot, loves that. Outside, inside, Dearden, Drinkwater. Rolled over by Edgar. They are hanging on by a thread here, the Penrith defence. Dearden toys with them. Lukey goes over.
Take the ball to where your strength is. He could sense the numbers. Look at that, the big unit. Look, that Cowboys right edge with Dearden and Lukey. It's got a lot of strike there. They get on the front foot, the Cowboys. They're very good front foot players. Nice work from Dearden, just squaring the line up, giving his back rower a one-on-one tackle.
Another one for Drinkwater, 36-0. So your thoughts are Todd Payton, because he has, as I said, and Bateman pulled out, he was due to play, so they're actually a squad of 23 tonight. Marnie, is he got something cooking here for Dearden? Oh, Clifford, Drinkwater, straight runner, try Taulunga. Cowboys do put an exclamation mark on the first half just a few moments ago. Absolute dress rehearsal for the real thing, the NRL here.
Yeah, that's a trick from their playbook, I reckon from a couple of years ago. Taulunga runs a great line, back on the inside shoulder, and coming onto the ball hard. That's the key there. He just splits open the Panthers' defence. They had a little bit of time to set this one up with the break in play, and they got some good rewards from it as well. That's a very impressive opening 40 minutes.
So over to Drinkwater just to finish it off. 44-0. Cowboys cakewalk first half. Their big names tuning up for Vegas. Their under-19 team last year, Player of the Year. On with Kalani going, the former Warrior. A little bit of promise here. Will be great for the confidence just to get points on the board. Hamiloza rather has gone into a playmaking role in the second half, so they have really pushed through the changes at halftime. Lamoto to play it here. They might come up with the first points. And quickly along, Moi. Great left hand and even better pass. Jesse McLean scores in the corner. Patrick Moi.
And they showed their skills here. Nice chain passing, short passes, and then let the big men, the strength of the side, two big outside backs, Moi and Jesse McLean, finished it off. Nice try, Panthers. That's a good start in the second half. Just what they needed.
He held off Jackson Barlow here. You'll see it here. That is a really strong fend. And then the pass. Well, we
Nice
still call it
flick.
the Gidley flick, don't we?
Yeah, nice little flick pass and highly skilled there.
So Cowboys in possession as a result of that. Certainly not going to criticise having a crack. It was, you know, worth a go.
Yeah, he backed himself.
23 metres away from the Penrith line. Luke. And on with Purdue. Delivers a short ball there for Edwards. Not the only Penrith backup hooker on the move. Luke Summerton, he went to the Titans in the off-season. Ball with Lodge. A dummy, not passed to McKaylee, who's never scored a try in the NRL. Trials won't count. Ball with Purdue, lovely pass. Oh, that's good. That's good ball play. Quality play. Kai O'Donnell scores tries back-to-back weeks, but that was all Jackson Purdue's lovely soft hands.
Yeah, he was heavily involved in the whole set, Jackson Purdue. He's showing his skills there, playing in the halves in this second half. Nice short pass and a good line there from O'Donnell. He's a good experienced player as well, so nice bit of footy there on the Cowboys. Simple, effective, nice and straight. That's the way to run through defensive lines. It's your attack running post to post.
Liam Sutton takes over the first choice goal-kicking duties.
Yeah, he can kick a ball too, this guy.
Strings to his bow.
Yeah.
We saw him pull off some big shots at centre last week.
Yeah.
Scott Drinkwater, for the record, 101 tackle busts last year, 30 try assists, 32 line break assists. He's such an influential player on all things good for the Cowboys. Sonny Luke gets them going again.
Business class seats will allow him to maintain all those stats, surely.
Jason Taumalolo back on, as is Cohen Hess. So Todd Payton is giving a second stint. This is how the front row rotation will work. Back at his best days, Jason Taumalolo's second stint would often be match turning.
Yes.
So he's back on now. Clifford to bomb from 30 metres out. No shortage of chasers there. Ball lost by Derby, fell nicely. Kai O'Donnell. Bunker will have to check it. He may have a double, Kai O'Donnell, which would be the first time in the NRL. Derby.
Let's have a look here. We're in the bunker.
No,
Play on. That's a try.
February.
Lucky we went to the bunker. Kev was here, it would have been a no try. But it was a good chase, wasn't it? You know, putting pressure on the fullback. O'Donnell, that's his second for the night.
Yeah.
He'll be happy. He'll be on the plane to Vegas as well, won't he?
Well, you'd have to think he will be not starting back rower,
No.
but yes.
Well, he covers middle and edge for the Cowboys, so
I don't know, you still... Oh, yeah, okay.
there's a line. There was a line right there. The top view showed us, and like I'm going to steal a bit of your thunder here. It's
February,
right?
yeah, that's
So
right. A February 13th.
I'm not going to split straws here.
That's it. Bray Porter, the young fullback, and Ryan's only try was in a pre-season trial.
Toby's in front,
And
isn't he?
we argued that, despite Ryan's protesting, good Thurul boy, we all ruled against him.
Right.
That doesn't get utility value to the Cowboys. Taumalolo there with Clifford. Two players sitting on 2 tries. Burns, Clifford, O'Donnell, Luke here. Back in field with Harrison Edwards. You feel the Cowboys are going to be into the 60s in just a moment. Luke brings it back. Nice little footwork from Sutton. Defence, though, made it there in time. Luke's kick. It's there. It's there. It's another try to Kai O'Donnell. But he's got the hat-trick that doesn't count.
In the pre-season, it doesn't count, Bossy.
He's got 3. He might get 6.
Oh, he could get 6 and it doesn't matter. Sold into the wounds. Last play option. Feints to the right. Little grubber through. O'Donnell, nice. He did well there to get the ball down. He had a bit of work to do, the big back rower. And he got his timing right with his hands. He didn't panic. Bit of a ricochet there, which has helped as well. Good skills there. Well done. Book your seat to Vegas, lad. You're on the plane.
All right, so 1 try previously in the NRL. That was for Canberra. I think back in 2020. And again, I think the crowd want a ruthless Cowboys. That 14 minutes is enough for 2 or 3 more. That is in terms of little bulletproof. I mean, you know, it's a really good forward pack with depth. If they're all available,
yeah,
there's no excuse.
And it's balanced as well, isn't it? You know, they've got options there, you know, between playing middles and the back row and back rowers in the middle. Led by this guy. Their season hinges on Jason Tomalolo and his form and whether he can knock out how many games he knocks out.
Luke and King combined. Quick hands, intercepts. Penrith are about to have their big moment. In the sun, Lydiard. Jira Lydiard chased by Cohen Hess. But the name Lydiard up in lights in first grade again. It's been a while. And Jira Lydiard, he scored a double in the Jersey Flegg Grand Final last year in the pre-season challenge.
Well, he looks like a Lydiard and he runs like a Lydiard, doesn't he? Good anticipation on the intercept. He covered 3 men there. And he had a look and saw it was Cohen Hess. Great effort by big Cohen Hess, but he was no chance of running him down. That's a good try from the young kid. The anticipation here of the intercept. Some of these guys have just got that great anticipation around the intercept. There was that many options there for the ball player, and he tricked him into thinking, throw it here, and he grabbed it. Well done, young fella.
At one stage in the junior career, it looked like he was lost to AFL. He was in the GWS Giants Academy. He gave up rugby league, I think at about 14. Talent, his younger brother, Cooper, is one worth writing down. There's the kick.
There you go. Nice kick.
He got a little taste of first grade last year, Barlow. Luke, good run, straight through the middle. Sony Luke, offloaded. Clifford decides to kick. Only one chaser. Penrith have it covered. At the back, Cameron Canaan there. Former West Magpies player covering up the ball. Penrith from their own 10. This is nice. Free and easy rugby league. From end to end, the big fella, Clark, sprints downfield and links up with Keon Skips. The ball has gone one way to the other way in the space of 30 seconds. And Penrith score a long ranger.
A long ranger, all right, Bossy. It's 2-on-2. He's just playing backyard footy.
Good speed by Clark.
Yeah, Clark showed a great turn of speed. And then, well, he just strides out. He skips away, doesn't he? Virtually skips away.
Back-to-back tries for Penrith and their 3rd of the match. Now that's a unit. Zach Clark. Really well done.
Yeah, good second half here from the young Panthers players. Kept themselves in the game, kept trying. Yeah, well, the last strike he did was brilliant. This will go through as well, straight in front.
There you go, Zach Clark.
And Keon Skips has
got to remember those players who haven't been part of the squad tonight. Might not be too far away. Panthers 10 metres away from the line. Wigmore through a good pass. Even better ball then from Vailalo.
Good support play. You can see how deep he is here. Expecting the ball out the back. It's a short pass. He still pushes through and gets the rewards with a try. Good effort there. Nice little play from the Panthers. Little show. I like this short passing from the middlemen. Get you a one-on-one tackle, and that frees up the offload. When one-on-one tackles happen, good things happen in our game, and that's a good thing there. The try scorer. Keane skips. Well, he's a doubler, as you mentioned.
3 tries in a row for the Panthers, finishing with somewhat of a flourish.
Yeah. Don't forget to carry.
Over to Clark.
Yeah, he's got 3 from 3, the lad.
Yeah. There's one thing on their mind, and that's 4 tries for Kai O'Donnell. He's lurking. Oh, hello. It's ever got a try at first grade. Tom McCauley's got one that doesn't count. Of a game that they lead 64 points to 24.
Yeah, he showed great strength, didn't he? Straight into the teeth of the Panthers' defence. He's had a good start. Played well last week. He was the captain of the side last week, and from all reports up there, had a great pre-season. So give him a ticket. He'll be sitting in business class somewhere for Vegas.
So we've got to bring closure to the debate. Are we counting these tries or not? This poor bloke's 89 games without a try.
Right.
Poor old Thomas McCauley.
Yeah, well, let's count it, mate.
Oh, I'm saying
February.
No, he was in that keeper at Parkside all those years ago with Payne Haas. From memory, I think he was the captain back then, did he not? So Clifford to kick. Well, they'll stop the clock, so they do have to take the kick off. The Cowboys get a few more points in their pre-season. Thomas McCauley, there it is. There's the record. Oh, it's miles ahead. No, Thomas Kent got one last week, you know, too. He got one that didn't count. Thomas Kent.
Yeah. Hey, he's a good young kid too. I like what he's doing at Newcastle.
Thomas, yeah, well, he's in the starting side again tomorrow. We'll see him take on the Bulldogs. He scored a try that didn't count, and now McCauley's got one.
That's a big game up there at Newcastle tomorrow.
It is, 100% it is. Bulldogs had their season launch this week under the big top at Luna Park.
Were you hosting?
They were ready for Vegas.
You were hosting where?
I was out there doing Elvis songs. No, they do a good job, the Bulldogs, and there's some excited fans there. They're sending plenty over to Vegas. So final seconds of this one ahead of a 4-game Saturday here on Fox League post-match show. Boddy and Cooper and Luke Keary with us. But the Cowboys will round up their prep. A forward pass from Lodge. Penrith get the ball. Maybe one last play. Through the centre and over the top. The ball from Vailalo. And then cleaned up at the back by the Cowboys. Jackson Barlow onto it. But the Cowboys are ready for Vegas. Their opponents will be the Newcastle Knights. It appears they've got through injury-free. The likes of the superstars, Dearden, Drinkwater, Marnie, they're all taken off at half-time.